Hello, everyone! Welcome to another live episode. It's been a while and today pag-uusapan natin kung ano-ano ang pwedeng mangyari kapag ikaw ay bumalik sa high carb, also known as pagkain ng kanin, asukal, mga matatamis, at tinapay, and all other high-carb foods. So we will tackle the common 10 things na pwedeng mangyari. Pwedeng hindi mangyari sa inyo ito lahat, but at least one of these ay pwedeng mangyari kapag ay ikaw ay nadapa at magpatuloy sa inyong high carbs free. So number one, of course, kapag ikaw ay bumalik sa high carb way of eating, something that we avoid kasi nga gusto natin na ang ating blood pressure, ang ating blood sugar, ang ating insulin level sa katawan is stable low would be, of course, weight gain. Weight gain, bloating, especially yung paglaki sa my waistline area or sa chan na area. Because marami ng mga naka-low carb na nag-weight loss at hindi na nga sila bumalik pa sa kanilang pagiging mataba. Even if they will eat rice again, they will eat tinapay again, pero kung titingnan mo, meron silang bloating, especially sa abdominal area. So that actually is a warning sign na napapasobra na yung inyong pagkain ng carbohydrates, specifically mataas sa sugar and starch. And weight gain na ito, first 3 days ng pagkain ng high carb, it's usually just water weight. So water weight na pwedeng madali rin ding mawala the moment you go back again to low carb way of eating. However, if you will sustain that, ay pwede itong maging inflammatory weight galing sa fat weight. And that is something that we want to avoid. And kahit pa hindi kayo mag-weight gain kasi bumalik na kayo sa high carb kasi feeling ninyo okay na kayo, feeling ninyo kayo ay healthy na at parang invincible na yung feeling na hindi na kayo magkakasakit ulit, try to look at the other possible na mangyayari kapag kayo ay bumalik sa pagkain ng inyong kanin, asukal, tinapay, and other carbs like pasta, noodles, and of course, yung mga saging and very, very high in fructose and glucose na fruits and starchy vegetables. So, pangalawa, after weight gain and bloating would be return of allergies, pangangate, morning sneezing, and even asthma. Because usually, yung mga naka-strict low carb, yung merong asthmatic before or merong mga allergic rhinitis before like myself, the moment na babalik kayo sa high carb, ay babalik din yung inflammatory na process na ito. Magkakaroon ng problem sa paghinga. Yung hika noon ay pwedeng bumalik and every morning na matagal na sanang nawala ay babalik na naman ang inyong pag-atching. So morning sneezing, stuffy nose at night, those are signs of allergic rhinitis at yung mga pangangati sa skin, pangangati sa mata, pangangati sa ilong, pangangati sa balat, sa throat, those are signs of allergies na usually related then to inflammation, especially coming from inflammatory food. And of course, very, very high in sugar. So, minsan, kumakain tayo ng mga goodies na akala natin low carb, but when there is return of pangangate, allergies, asthma, then it might be not that low carb. Baka napasobra yung pagkain nyo nito, or baka hindi kayo nag-prepare nito and we don't know, baka merong ingredients dito na kahit pa low carb, it could be inflammatory. So that's why all of those are still in our caution list. So number 3 na pwedeng mangyari would be blood pressure elevation sa mga merong hypertension noon na nag-improve because of low carb way of eating. You are so happy, di ba, na for the longest time, for 10 years, 15 years, na yung normal ninyong blood pressure ay nasa 150 over 100. Normal sa inyo ang 140 over 90. That is not normal because normal should be below 120 over 80. And yun nga, kasi pumayat na and then okay na rin yung blood sugar, konti-konti kumakain na naman ng mga high carb foods and then lo and behold, biglang pag-check ng blood pressure, tumaas na naman ulit at bumalik na naman sa dating high normal na hindi talaga normal na dapat talaga iwasan. And if it goes beyond 140, 150, then you have to check baka kailangan nang i-change yung inyong way of eating. Maybe you need to go back sa sabi nga ni Ninang Ani things to strict low carb. So safe list, low carb tayo. So that's number 3 sa pwedeng mangyari kung kayo ay babalik sa pagkain ng kanin, asukal at tinapay. And of course, for those of you who have family members na naka-low carb, naka-try mag-low carb because of your encouragement, but bumalik sa high carb kasi feeling nila okay na sila, try to share this video in your group chats, in your timeline para matulungan natin sila to remind them na to stay on track. Dapat huwag papadapa para hindi na natin hintayin na mangyari ang isa sa mga possible na effects ng pagbalik sa high carb. So again, number one would be weight gain, bloating, especially sa chan area. Kahit pa hindi na lumalaki yung braso, yung mukha, pero tingnan yung chan kasi siya yung unang-unang makikita natin magkakaroon ng visceral fat formation. Number two would be return of allergies, morning sneezing, asthma sa mga previously asthmatic, and of course, pagbalik din ng hypertension. Because hypertension is now considered as reversible. Reversible two ways. Pwedeng gumaling, pero pwede rin bumalik kung kayo ay babalik sa dati yung way of eating na nagdulot ng inyong high blood pressure in the first place. Number four, and I think this is very common, normal yung FBS. Pero kapag i-check yung inyong HbA1c, which is the 3 months average ng inyong blood sugar control, ay eto ay mas mataas na than our ideal, which is 5.6 or lower. However, if you have normal or high FBS, all the more that you should be very careful. Dapat mas maging strict tayo sa ating low carb way of eating. Huwag na nating hintayin na tayo ay magkasakit pa at mamroblema na naman sa mga gamot, and hopefully hindi na tayo dumating sa pangangailangan ng emergency room, ma-hospital na naman, and you know, the gasto right after ay hindi rin ganon kadali. And of course, number 5, hindi lang pagbalik ng pagtaas ng blood sugar, pagkakaroon din ng pananakit ng joints, back pains, arthritis na natagal na sanang nawala since you've been on low carb since October 2021. Nung una nyo nakita yung video ko na doktor, 3 taon na hindi nagsasaing. And this evidence is actually related talaga, very close to me kasi ito yung manifestation ni Maming. Si Maming, maraming nag-i-invite sa kanyang mag-coffee, may birthday, ninang sa kasal, ninang sa baptism. So, after a while, kapag nag-uusap kami, she will usually tell me na magkakaroon siya ng masakit na naman yung likod niya or masakit yung kanyang legs kapag umaakyat, and then I will know. Alam ko na napakain na naman ng high carb si Maming nung umattend ng party or na-invite magkape at cake dun sa Bacolod, because Bacolod is a place of desserts and sweets. It's the capital of sugar industry in the Philippines. Kaya lahat ng pagkain doon sobrang matatamis. So alam kong nakakain na naman ng high carb si Maming kapag bumalik na ang kanyang mga reklamo na sumasakit na naman ang kanyang likod, yung kanyang scoliosis, yung kanyang tuhod, at yung kanyang back pain. So, if you also experience that, na nakalimutan nyo na sana since naka-low carb kayo at bumalik na naman ang pananakit, try to do a food review. Have a food diary or food log at tingnan nyo kung anong nakain nyo for the last 48 hours. Most likely, meron kayong napakain na sobra na nasa caution list or nasa danger list. And of course, meron din tayong headache. So headache, hindi lang ito headache, we can add pa more than the headache. Mood swings. So anything in our brain, pagkakaroon ng anxiety, pagkakaroon ng stress, minsan it can even go as severe as depression, pagkakaroon ng mood swings na hindi mo malaman kung ano yung trigger. So anything that troubles the mind, usually related din sa chemical processes ng ating pangangatawan, and that is highly affected by what we eat. So, kung kayo ay nagkaroon na ng stable mood for the longest time, na kayo ay naka-low carb at bigla na kayong naging masungit ulit, naging moody ulit, at sobrang sakit na naman, nagkakaroon ng tension, na headache, nagkakaroon ng spasms, at kung ano-ano pang uri ng sakit ng ulo, init ng ulo, at mood swings, try to go back to safest way of eating. So always remember, stick to our JUC Rojo food list. You can download this in jgrtanmd.com for free. So download nyo lang dyan para stick kayo sa safe list natin. And to make it very easy for you, simple lang naman yung low carb, ulam at gulay lamang. So, ulam at gulay lamang, stick to that. And kung pwede pa nga lang, more on ulam lamang. Make the gulay later na. So, pakonti-konti yung gulay, more on ulam, real meat, egg, fish, seafood, karne, baboy, isda. So, all of those, you can eat all you want. And going to our number 7, na mga common na pwedeng mangyari kapag ikaw ay bumalik sa high carb would be pananakit ng tiyan, or sa mga babae, pagkakaroon ng dysmenorrhea during their period. Dysmenorrhea and stomach ache, kung ano yung nakikita mo, yung mga singaw-singaw sa inyong mouth. So, if meron kayong mga oral ulcers, yung mga singaw, so all those are actually manifestation of inflammation. So, kung nangyayari yan in your mouth, meron kayong mouth sores, pwedeng-pwede na ganun din yung nangyayari sa loob ng inyong tiyan. So, remember, inflammation can happen anywhere. Sa mga babae, before kayo nag-low carb, especially yung may mga PCOS, di ba? It's already a normal happening na ang pagkakaroon ng dysmenorrhea. Kaya nga lang, the problem is, the moment there's absence of pain, kapag nawala yung sakit, ay nakakalimutan din natin. It's only the time na bumalik ito that we can remember na, uy, yung sakit na ito ay araw-araw ko palang dinaramdam. It's just that nawala ito when I did a strict, safe list, low carb. At ngayon nga, kapag kayo ay nakakain, maybe special occasions, maybe napakain sa labas, travel, special na mga happening, special days na napaka-high carb kayo, or very, very stressed kayo na nag-give in kayo sa high carb food, then babalik din ang reminder kung bakit talaga dapat stick tayo sa safe list low carb. So I hope hindi nyo na hihintayin na ma-experience nyo ito. Number 8 would be bowel problems. Bowel problems, hindi lang diarrhea, others constipation also. So, hindi lahat pare-pareho yung effect when it comes to changes in way of eating. Pero generally, habang kayo ay naka-high carb, yung process nito usually from high carb, na everyday nagpo-poop, and then naging low carb kayo, almost carnivore. Hindi na everyday, or kung everyday man, pa konti-konti na lang, sometimes every other day, and eventually it became normal. However, the moment you go back to high carb, makikita ninyo magkakaroon ng bowel problems. It can be diarrhea, pwedeng loose bowel, loose stools, or pwede rin constipation, or worse, combination of both. Merong panahon na constipated, meron ding panahon na merong diarrhea. And that is going to be problematic, especially na ito ay manifestation that your gut is not doing well. So, your gut, the absence of stomach pain, stomach ache, and of course, having good bowel movement are indication that your gut is doing fine. And as we take care of our gut, yung ating gastrointestinal system, we also take care of the rest of our body. So number 9, kahit hindi man kayo nag-weight gain, hindi man bumalik yung inyong allergies, normal pa rin inyong FBS or inyong blood sugar, but pwedeng-pwede, and I think it's common sa mga low carber, ay pagkakaroon ng pimples, pagkakaroon ng boils, or when you have minor scratches, ang tagal itong gumaling. And that may be indication of start of inflammation na naman sa katawan. And so, make sure you do a food log. Try to recall kung hindi deliberate yung pagkain ninyo ng high carb, try to recall kung ano yung nakain ninyo. Mostly, for me, yung kapag nagkaganito ako, it's usually not because of high carb, but because of incidental carbs or inflammatory ingredients na nakakain ko whenever I eat outside. So that's why, as much as possible, I also avoid eating outside. And lastly, ito yung pinaka-importante na pwede nating isipin for us to always stay on the low carb track. Kasi hindi lahat ng result when you go back to high carb ay makikita agad. Because weight gain, madaling makita yan. Ang pagkakaroon ng allergies, pangangate, madali ring makita yan. Ang pagtaas ng blood pressure, pwede lang i-check yan. This one, HbA1c, usually normal na parati na nagre-repeat ng ganitong mga blood tests, so madali ring makita. Presence of mga aches and pains sa katawan, those are also easily seen na nakikita natin agad-agad. But the problem are actually the ones na hindi natin nakikita. And that can be tumor growth. Pwede ang pagtubo ng bukol from previous area na merong tumor or kahit sa area na walang tumor. Especially for those people na meron ng history of tumors. Meron ng bukol sa breast, meron ng bukol sa ovaries, merong prostate problems. So, the presence of tumor in one organ, hindi yan ibig sabihin na excuse na ang other organs. Sometimes, what we see, meron talagang mga tao na merong tawag nating preponderance, mas increase yung kanilang risk of tumor formation. And tumor formation can occur anywhere. Pwedeng sa utak na hindi natin makita, pwede rin sa atay na hindi rin always sine-check. So, tumor growth, triglyceride build-up, pwedeng tumaas ito, and makikita lang if you check your lipid profile, pagkakaroon ng gallbladder problems. Hindi lang gallbladder stone, pagkakaroon ng cholesterol problems in your gallbladder, recurrent UTI, and even stone formation, and many more. So, yung atake actually ng pagkain ng high carb, hindi lang skin deep. Hindi lang yung nakikita sa ating balat, but it can be in our internal organs, and yun yung kailangan nating isipin kasi minsan yung epekto ay hindi natin basta-basta nakikita. That's why it's very important na kahit pa you are doing your best, kahit pa you feel na kayo ay healed na, kayo ay at the top of your health na, it's always better to stick to low carb as long as you can. Safely low carb kung pwede, majority of the time, so that hindi natin ma-experience yung mga problems na ito. So, thank you so much. I think that's just going to be it. Meron pa akong pasyente in a while. Quick live lang tayo for you to know. And of course, if you wish to know more, we have a structured learning program now open na po. You can watch on demand sa lcfmasterclass.org. And of course, I hope to see you sa upcoming National Low Carb Day on October 1, Sunday in the FILINVEST tent, Alabang. So open na po yung ating registration, and early bird registration is open pa din until July 31, 2023. So enjoy the early bird rate, and yung seats po natin is just very, very limited. So I hope you will reserve your seat as soon as possible. NLCD 2023 workshop, learnings, fellowship, expo, and fun. And of course, before we end, I would like to thank all of our speakers, all of our advocates, low carb advocates na magiging part ng ating National Low Carb Day 2023. And most importantly, thank you also to our sponsors. So yung mga major sponsors natin, this is just first batch of our sponsors would be Perfect Match, Low Carb Selections. We have Just Go Low Carb, Keto Mojo, Lorene Goodness from Coconut, so MCT Oil, Health Max Care, and of course, our beloved Chips, Everyday Guilt-Free Desserts. So thank you so much, everyone. Maraming salamat. I hope to see you again next time. This is your Diet Doctora. Always remember to stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Mahalagang paalala, hindi po ako nag-endorso ng meal mix nuts, super meal mix, veggie noodles at iba pang produkto na illegal na gumagamit ng aking pictures at videos. Paano malalaman if yan ay scammer? Number 1, tingnan nyo yung page. Kakaunti lang yung followers nun because my page, Dr. Josephine Grace Rohotan, nasa 952,000 followers na po. Number 2, tingnan nyo ng maigi, edited yung mga pictures and videos na ginagamit nila nang wala kong pahintulot. And number 3, kapag kiniklik nyo, meron pang idadirect kayo sa isang website outside the page na yon. So remember na wala pong magic sa pagpapagaling. Nasa tamang pagkain at lifestyle lamang, magpa-araw, mag-exercise at kumain ng natural and whole foods. Remember, stick to our safe list of JGC Rojo food list, at yung food list na ito is downloadable for free sa www.jgrtannd.com. www.pwedengmangyari.com. And of course, if you need low-carb suppliers na legit, meron po yan sa ating official LCF partners. Paano malalaman? Just make sure na follow kayo sa ating Facebook na LCF Center. And of course, yung diet doktora natin, dyan nakalista yung ating mga legit low-carb providers. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channels, Dr. Josephine Grace Rohotan. And for more learning, make sure to enroll in our LCF Masterclass by yours truly. Stay low carb, stay safe. Maraming salamat po. Till next time. Bye!